How are you doing this transformational Tuesday morning? My name is Denise, and I'm excited to connect with all of you and with our special guest today, Miss Mabel, as we take ourselves up a whole nother level by busting through our own personal glass ceilings. And the exercise that I'm going to do today is one of the exercises found in the Clarity chapter that I actually email you directly. Like, you get the full chapter sent to your email when you go to denisewalsh.com/action. Not only will you get the action planner that's over there that you can print off, but you'll also get the full PDF download of the Clarity chapter, which is one of my favorites because I find that this is where we spin our wheels most of the time. I don't know about you, but when I feel stuck or I feel like I don't, like I could, you're just in a funk. You know what I mean? If you've ever been there, one of the first questions to ask yourself is, well, what do I want? And sometimes it's, what do I want today? What do I want to feel today? How do I want to be today? What do I need to fill myself up today? And then you can go into, what do I want for the future? And if you listen to my YouTube video from today, you know that this question has an even deeper purpose than clarity. And check that out if you haven't listened to it, because I did this exercise in New Jersey and we just had so much breakthrough. It was like Tear City, which for a retired clinical psychologist means woohoo, winning. like we connected. It was so awesome. So I have a Dream Life community on Facebook, and Mabel is a part of that. And this is kind of where we take not just the podcast, but the YouTube videos and just kind of the process, the thought of transformation. And we hold each other accountable and we ask each other questions and we do the hard stuff together. And so when I reached out and said, hey, who's interested in being interviewed live? Mabel raised her hand. So Mabel, I'm really excited to connect with you today and take you on this journey.
Yay. Thank you so much.
All right. So you've probably seen this exercise before, but that doesn't mean you have done it. And even if you have done it, I know that we have to do this consistently. Like every few months we ask ourselves these questions. So we, number one, can assess if we're still going in the right direction. And number two, we can keep pushing ourselves forward, like pulling up our best self so we can take steps in the direction we desire. So what I'm going to do is ask you one life-changing question. I'm going to ask it consistently. And my job is to not judge, give feedback, say, oh my gosh, me too, or oh, my aunt does that. Like, I'm not going to give you any feedback. I'm just going to give you a space to ask this question. And if you're listening live or even in the replay, like seriously, ask this question yourself. And do this exercise yourself. Let us know not only how you connect with what Mabel says, but how you connect with yourself when you do this. Now, one thing to know is that a lot of times we start off with things like world peace, like I want love, all good things. But as the layers get pulled back, I really want you to think about things that are in your daily life. What do you want your daily life to look like? You can think of all 7 areas, right? We've got friendship, fun. We've got friendship, family, finances, health, hobbies, business, and giving back. So you can think of all those areas when I ask this question. Do you have any questions for me?
No, I'm ready.
All right, we're going to dive right in. And afterwards, I'm going to share with you what happened at the New Jersey training that really took this to that deeper level and why I think everybody needs to do this exercise every few months. So again, go to denisewalsh.com/action for the action planner and the clarity chapter so you can do this yourself. All right, so I'm going to set a timer so I don't get lost or forget. Sometimes we get so in the zone. All right. So Mabel, first of all, I want to honor you for saying yes to something that might be a little bit different and might be a little bit scary. But I know that you'll be blessed because of this exercise. So the question I want to ask you today is, Mabel, what do you want?
I want to homeschool my son.
What do you want?
I want to be debt-free.
What do you want?
I want to be a 100% yes mom.
Mabel, what do you want?
I want to show people, especially single moms, that they can do anything that they put their mind to.
Mabel, what do you want?
I want to, I just want to inspire as many people as I can.
What do you want?
I want to show my son that no matter where you are in life right now, you have the ability to change your story.
What do you want?
I want to just live a life just full of, happiness and freedom and, growth and change and possibility.
What do you want?
I want to buy an RV and redo the whole inside and travel to every state with my son, just the two of us.
Ooh, what do you want?
I want to be able to go visit our children that we sponsor in different countries.
What do you want?
I want to, I want to be happy every single day.
What do you want?
I want to write a book.
What do you want?
I want to, this is a lot harder when you do it. I want to help my mom pay off her house and be financially free so she doesn't have to work all the time.
What do you want?
I want to have a savings account that, I can, I just want to be able to help my son pay for college, and I want to start now.
What do you want?
I want to stand up on stage and share my story and my struggles and how, besides what I've gone through, I want to be able to share, how to persist and how to move on and how to be the person that you want to be.
What do you want?
I want to, I just want to travel internationally after we're done traveling the United States.
What else do you want?
I want to pay cash for my dream car.
What else do you want?
I want to I just want to change people. I want to change people with, my story and my words. And I just want to be somebody.
What do you want?
I want to do a bodybuilding competition inspired by you.
What do you want?
I want to build a house in a state that we feel we are meant to be at or meant to be in.
All right, 2 more. What do you want?
I just want to live freely. I want to live, a life where anything and everything is possible. And, I mean, I just want to live freely.
What do you want?
I want to, I just, I want to give back to all the, the charities that have helped me when I've needed help. And I want to be able to do that in return to them.
Mm. Awesome. Awesome. I want to show you a comment that we got throughout your time. You are already somebody and inspiring a lot of people. So, Mabel, I want to ask you, what did it feel like to start to talk about some of that stuff?
Will you say that again? It was cutting out. I'm sorry.
What did it feel like to talk about some of that stuff?
It's crazy because I think about this stuff all the time, but when you actually say it and somebody asks you, it's almost like, it's too good to be true, but I know it can happen. So it's almost like I like freed myself from the self-doubt that I've been giving. So it's like, I'm already halfway to freedom just by talking about it.
I'm going to let that sink in for everyone. That was amazing. Yeah, because sometimes we think it, but it's not in our heart yet. Because we have that self-doubt and we think it and then we go, oh, yeah, right, immediately, and we just count it. And saying it out loud helps it go from your head to your heart.
Oh, yeah. I feel it.
Awesome. So tell me, did anything get stirred up that you didn't expect?
These are all the things that I've always wanted to do and I've thought about doing, but like visiting the children that we sponsor, that's never really been, something that I've put a lot of focus to until my son the other day said, because I always call the girl that I sponsor my daughter and the son or the little boy that he sponsors, his little brother. And the other day he had just said, like, when are we going to go visit, my brother and my sister? And to me, I was like, oh my gosh, like my son's only 7 years old and he already wants to go visit them and meet them because, we talk about the life we live compared to the life they live and how one simple smile or letter or gesture can change anyone's possibility in their future. So that's not something that I expected to say, to be honest, because, that's just so, in my opinion, so out of my reach. But that's just like a huge aha moment for me right there to be able to say that and know that that's just something that can totally happen.
So good. So what I'm going to recommend is that you listen back to this and write down everything that you said. And what's so cool is you can change the I want to I am. I am traveling. I am debt-free. I am living in freedom. I am peaceful. I am happy every day. I am inspiring people around me. I am somebody. And you can kind of flip the I want to I am and use those as your I am statements. Because again, just like saying it out loud, saying it like it's already happening is how the how starts to show up. Because your mind can't differentiate between a real or an imagined event. And so if you start talking about it like it's already there, your subconscious like has to figure it out. It's like a law of gravity, like it has to happen. And it might take a year, 3 years, 5 years, but you're going to look back and go, ooh, it's one of those things that I said that I wanted. The other thing that you can do once you kind of have all of this out of you is you can start putting some things in your calendar, because some of the things you can just simply add, right? You can add, you can look up an RV and see how much that would cost, or look up, how much do you want to put away for college? You can start doing research on some of the things and start making a plan of action, right? That's where the action planner comes in, is where you take what you want and then you get it into the calendar. But I want to share with you what happened in New Jersey last weekend when I was there. And I share more of it on the YouTube channel. So definitely check that out, you guys. But so we were doing this exercise and there was a lot of emotion in the room. And, because again, Mabel, like you said, you can hear it and you can know about it, but to do it, to say it, it really does take it a whole nother level. And one of the ladies raised her hand and she said, she works in, I'm actually not sure where she works. I'm assuming a community mental health, because she works with those experiencing depression, anxiety, going through hard times, suicidal thinking, and that kind of stuff. And she said, the exercise that we are doing right now not only brings us joy in the moment because we're excited and we're thinking about it, but it also brings joy to the future, hope to the future. And she said the people that she works with, they don't know what they want and they don't have joy for the future. And so when you think of doing an exercise like this, if you've ever thought, oh, maybe it's selfish to ask this question, or I just want what God wants, and you discount it, what I'm learning is that this question is absolutely essential to really allowing us to step into fully who God has created us to be, because it gives us that joy now and then the hope for the future and the excitement for the future. So, Mabel, I know that the things that you mentioned today are things that you can put not only on your dream board, but you can put in your calendar, and you're going to start crossing things off your list, because it goes from your head to your heart to your feet.
Thank you so much.
Well, thank you, guys. Let's give Mabel some tons of love. Thank you for saying yes. It was awesome to meet you, and I'll see you back in the community. So I appreciate you guys, and we'll see you next Transformational Tuesday. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.